of the Rockefeller Foundation, making it impossible for anyone to use the name or any derivation thereof without the express written consent of the Rockefeller family. And yet, somehow, Jay-Z has been able to launch his own record label, Rockefeller Records, and subsidiaries Rockefeller Films, Rock Nation, Rock La Familia, Rock Radio, Rock Aware, amongst other corporate ventures carrying the derivation of the surname Rockefeller. Is Jay-Z's use of the surname Rockefeller a genealogical declaration? Could it be that Jay-Z is a descendant of the Rockefeller dynasty? Is it possible that Jay-Z's road to fortune and fame is not one of rags to riches as suggested through media? Could it be that Jay-Z's road to wealth and fame is solely the result of his bloodline? I will propose to you that the lyric "We Rockefeller" defines the lineage or bloodline of a group of possessed human beings. It also suggests that Jay-Z is part of this bloodline. Jay-Z states that we fly higher than weather. If our translation of the term Rockefeller is correct, as previously described, then we can assume that the use of "we" is merely Jay-Z's reiteration that the Rockefeller bloodline is impervious to the effects of the financial crisis. They are in fact above the looming financial crisis in that they fly higher than the financial storm. For the duration of this lyrical analysis, I will use the term entity and entities interchangeably, for reasons which will become apparent later. The entity states, and G5s are better, you know me. What does G5 mean? There are many different possible meanings. I will provide you with 3 of the most fitting. 1. In relation to solar bodies, a method of star or sun classification, G1, G2, G3, G4, G5. More specifically, the classification of star or sun types. The star or sun that the Earth revolves around is a class G star. 2. The group of 5, or G5, consists of 5 of the world's leading industrialized countries: France, Germany, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. 3. In relation to genetics, the former haplogroup G5 Y DNA, a human Y chromosome haplogroup. There are many other possible meanings, but for now I will use the first meaning in that it has more immediate relevance to the lyrics.
The G5s are better, you know me.
And G5s, in relation to sun classification, are better, you know me. These lyrics are spoken by the entity that possesses Jay-Z. The entity first defined itself as G5, of which, in this particular lyrical approach, has its roots in relation to solar bodies. The entity then promotes itself as better. Better? Compared to what? Recall that the previous lyric translated to "The Rockefellers fly higher than a financial storm or crisis," followed by "and G5s are better." Could it be that the entity is making this claim to indicate that it is better, stronger, or more powerful than the possessed Jay-Z and the Rockefellers? This would be consistent with the possessor-possessed relational construct. The entity that possesses Jay-Z then states, "You know me." The entity has clearly defined itself. We now know it to be 1. G5 in title or classification. 2. Somehow related to solar bodies. 3. Better than or stronger than the possessed Jay-Z and the Rockefellers. Before we complete our analysis of Jay-Z's rap lyrics, I would first like to engage in some interesting speculation. Recall that 1. In relation to solar bodies, a method of star or sun classification, G1, G2, G3, G4, G5. More specifically, the classification of star or sun types. The star or sun that the Earth revolves around is a Class G star. Could the entity known as G5 be some sort of solar deity? If so, then G5s are better than or stronger than the possessed Jay-Z and the Rockefellers would translate to solar deities are stronger than or have power or control over the possessed Jay-Z and the Rockefellers. With this definition, we can come to the following speculative interpretations. The sun or star deities are more powerful than Jay-Z and the Rockefellers. The sun or star deities have influence over world financial markets and global politics via the possession of the Rockefeller family and others. Could it be that G5 is a code name given to the entity that is speaking throughout the song Umbrella? I cannot be absolutely sure about this particular lyrical speculation. However, I find it compelling, none the less. Let us continue. Jay-Z states, in anticipation for precipitation, stack chips for the rainy day. Jay-Z is simply stating, I knew the financial crisis was coming, and so I saved chips or money in advance. Interestingly enough, this is precisely why Jay-Z can hydroplane into the bank while others will drown during the financial crisis or storm. Because of his affiliations with these entities, Jay-Z is granted security during the financial crisis.
Jay, Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at?
The entity states, Jay, Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at? This is our first solid indication that there is another entity speaking in the song Umbrella. Notice that the lyric begins with the entity calling out to Jay-Z. Jay, Rain Man is back. For argument's sake, let us consider the possibility that there is no other person, entity, or entities speaking in this song, and that these rap lyrics are spoken by Jay-Z alone. Well, why would Jay-Z begin these lyrics by calling out his own name? Is Jay-Z speaking to himself? No, he is not. In actuality, it is the entity which is speaking to Jay-Z through Jay-Z. Jay, Rain Man is back. Rain Man is back? Who is Rain Man? Is it a man? Or is it possible that one of the G5 entities carries the name Rain? Is it possible that this particular entity known as Rain has taken human form, therefore ascribing to itself the moniker Rain Man? But wait, there is more. Recall that the Rain Man versus Little Miss Sunshine contradictory dynamic is nothing more than the primordial cosmic conflict between light and dark, positive and negative, good and evil, as exampled in the phrase, good girl gone bad. Could this entity, this solar deity, this Rain Man once again be in immortal battle with Little Miss Sunshine manifest in human form? Let us continue with the last lyric as spoken by the solar deity Rain Man.
Jay, Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at?
Indeed, one of the G5 solar deities has taken human form and has taken the name Rain Man. In a sense, this Rain Man is back on Earth, and that it has taken human form and can now exist on the earthly plane. Little Miss Sunshine has also taken human form, signifying the beginning of the primordial battle between light and dark, positive and negative, good and evil, a battle which will take place on earth like a storm without clouds.
Jay, Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at?
Jay, Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at? Rihanna, where you at? Rihanna, where you at suggests that the vocalist Rihanna is supposed to be physically present, her role somehow important to the outcome of the battle between light and dark, positive and negative, good and evil, an outcome which is already foreshadowed in the album's title, Good Girl Gone Bad. The vocalist Rihanna does play an important role. She is the physical manifestation of Little Miss Sunshine on Earth. But let us take a closer look at the phrase, where you